Mentions High School's presentation of the Music Man Junior. My name is Scott Pettengill, the music director here at Mentions High School. And if you haven't met me before, I'm from the state of Maine originally, grew up there, and have since escaped because of the freezing temperatures. And I came down here where it's much nicer. But I've been here for 4 years. This is my 4th year here, and we've done 2 musicals a year every year since I've been here. This is our fall/winter musical. The Music Man is this time. And I want to thank you so much, just first of all, for supporting us, for coming out this evening. Some of you are here for a second time. You were here last night. Really appreciate that. The kids have done an amazing job here. They've spent the past 5 months working on this musical. And I think you'll agree at the end, after having seen it, that all that hard work was definitely worth it. Thank you for your support in helping them get their costumes or whatever else they needed. I'm also going to ask you for your support right immediately following the show for about 15 minutes. If everybody helps, it'll only be about 15 minutes. I don't know if you know, but as a school, we rent this auditorium out on the weekends to a church group. So we can't just leave and pick it all up on Monday. So right after the show, just for about 15 minutes, we're going to take everything that you see tonight, and we're just going to transition it to my room. We're not going to clean it in there. My room will look like a bomb went off for sure. But on Monday, we'll take care of that. But I don't care if that's dirty. That's okay. But we'll do that, and then we'll just clean this area, vacuum it, and get it ready for the people that rent the facility. Again, if everybody helps, it doesn't take longer than 15-20 minutes. So I really appreciate it if you could allow your child to participate in that, because many hands make light work, right? So thank you for that. Also, a couple things. We live in the digital age, and we all love technology, including myself. But if you have a cell phone, feel free to take pictures with it if that was your goal. But if you can set it to vibrate, that would be very much appreciated. They have worked really hard to maintain the theater audience barrier and not be distracted by anything, and so they're going to present that to you in that way. So if you can set them right now, as a reminder right now, to silent or off if you're not going to use them, or vibrate. If you do have to make a call for some emergency reason, if you could just head right out into the foyer there so that you're not disturbing. Because one of the things that's wonderful about this auditorium is the size. It's so intimate that every seat in the house is a great seat, but at the same time it also makes it so that if one person was talking or doing something distracting, then it kind of bothers a lot of people around them. It takes away from their experience. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I won't be one of those long-winded, music teachers. I used to hate that. We talked here for an hour. But thank you so much for coming again, and welcome. Please enjoy the Music Man Junior.
River City next stop.
You're crazy with the heat. Credit's no good for an ocean salesman.
Aboard!
Why not? What's the matter with credit? Old-fashioned. Charlie, you're an Ansville salesman. Your firm gives credit? No, sir. See? Nor anybody else. Cash for the merchandise, cash for the button hooks,
Cash for the cotton goods, cash for the hard goods, cash for the soft goods, cash for the fancy goods,
cash for the noggins and the piggins and the fergins.
Look, what do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
You can talk, you can talk, you can bigger, you can talk, you can bigger, 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 you can talk, you can talk, you can talk, 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 bigger, 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 you can talk all you want, but it's different than it was.
No it ain't, but you gotta know the territory. Ever meet a fella by the name of Hill?
Hill?
Hill? Hill?
Hill?
Hill?
Hill?
Hill? No! Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute.
Never heard of any sales named Hill.
Now he doesn't know the territory.
Doesn't know the territory.
Just a minute. For a doggone thing, he's just a banky darling, big hall, big gold, nothing, rip roaring, every time a bullseye salesman. That's Professor Harold Hill, Harold Hill.
Tell us what's his line, what's his line?
Look, what do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
He's a music man.
He's a what? He's a what?
He's a music man, and he sells clarinets to the kids in the town with the big trombones and the rat-a-tat drums and the big brass bass. The piccolo, uniform shoe with a shiny gold braid on the coat and a big red stripe on.
Well, I don't know much about bands, but I do know you can't make a living selling big trombones. No, sir. Mandolin picks, perhaps. Here and there do some.
No, the fella sells bands, boys' bands. I don't know how he does it. But he lives like a king, and he dies, and he gathers, and he plucks, and he shines, and when the man dances, certainly, boys, what a fabrication. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. When the man dances, certain boys pull out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But he doesn't know the territory.
River City, we're across the state line into Iowa. River City, population 2,212. Board!
All right. If you're off the road, I'll tell you about Professor Harold Hill.
You really know Harold Hill?
I've never seen him in my life. But I know this much. He's giving every single one of us a black eye. After he's worked the town over, the next salesman to arrive gets automatically tarred and feathered and rolled out to the city limits on a rail.
Why should you get run out of town on a rail?
Because in order to sell banishments and uniforms and instruction books, he has to guarantee to teach them kids how to play and to form them into a band himself as the leader.
Sure like to be around and catch up with that fella.
Well, it won't be on this trip. Even the great Professor Harold Hill wouldn't try to sell those neck-boat Hawkeyes out here.
Gentlemen, you intrigue me. I think I'll have to give Iowa a try.
Hey, well, I don't believe I caught your name.
I don't believe I dropped it.
That's it. That's Professor Harold Hill.
Oh, there's nothing halfway about the Iowa way to treat you when we treat you, which we may not do at all. There's an Iowa kind, a special chip on the shoulder attitude we've never been without that we recall. We can be cold as a falling thermometers in December if you ask about our weather in July. And we're so blind and stubborn we can stand such a nose for a week at a time and never see eye to eye. But what the heck? You're welcome. Join us at the picnic. You can never fill a bowl of food to bring yourself. You really ought to give Iowa a try. Good morning, Mayor Shin.
It is, if you want to go around your drawers all day.
And there I was in the Madison Hospital, and nobody come to see me. Cousin Will never come, Aunt Bertha never come. Your Aunt Bertha's dead. She wouldn't come anyways.
We can be cold as the falling thermometers in December if you ask about our weather in July. And we're so black and stubborn we can stand such a notice for a week at a time and never see eye to eye. Ours will give you our shirt and the backs to go with it if your girls should have been
What the heck? You're welcome. Glad to have you with us, even though we may not ever mention it
You
again.
really ought to get Iowa. You Des Moines, Davenport, Marshalltown, Mississippi, Los Angeles, really ought to give Iowa a try.
Oh, yes. I'm interested in hiring a rig for Sunday, if you could accommodate me.
And I trust you better to see the man in charge of hiring rigs, who is late as usual. Hey, Greg! Marcellus! You old son of a gun. What a... But, Greg...
Professor Hill's the name. Harold Hill.
But, Greg, what are you doing here? Why'd you let me know you was coming?
I didn't know I was coming myself. And besides, how I know you'll end up in a little tank town like this? You were a pretty big slicker when you were in business with me.
Too many cliches the way you were. Besides, I got me a nice comfortable girl. And for top of mine. Boss me.
Call him legitimate, huh? I knew you'd come to no good.
So, what's the new pitch?
You're not back in the band business. Last time I heard, you was in steam automobiles.
I was.
What happened?
Somebody actually invented one.
No.
Now give me the lowdown here, Mark.
Well, you never get anywhere in the band business these stubborn islands, Greg. Besides, you have a music teacher here who will expose you for your grip unpacked.
Male or female?
The music teacher? She's a librarian. Female.
Perfect. Exactly what I wanted to hear. If she passes by, point her out to me.
I will. So, how are you going to start the pitch?
Same old way, keep the music teacher off balance, and then for my next trick, take your town out of serious trouble it's in.
River City isn't in any trouble.
Then I'll have to create some. I have to create a desperate need for a boys band. You remember. Now, what's new around here? What can I use?
Nothing. Except the billiard parlors just put in a new pool table.
You've never had a pool table here before?
Nope, only billiards.
That'll do. Either you're closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you're unaware of the caliber of disaster indicated by the presence of a pool table in your community. Well, you got trouble, my friends. Right here, say trouble right here in River City. Why, sure, I'm a billiard player. Certainly mighty proud to say. I'm always mighty proud to say it. I consider that the hours I spend with the cue in my hand are golden. Helps to cultivate a horse sense, and a cool head, and a keen eye. Now, friends, let me tell you what I mean. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets in the table. Pockets that mark the difference between a gentleman and a bomb with a capital B, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for a fool. Now, I know all you folks are the right kind of parents, and let me be perfectly frank. Would you like to know what kind of conversation goes on while they're loafing around that hall? They'll be trying out bebop, trying out Quebec, trying out tailor-made like cigarette fiends, and bragging about how they're going to cover up a tall tale front with sense, and one fine night they'll leave the pool hall, heading for the dance in the armory, libertine men, gold women, and rags. That'll drive your son, your daughter, in the arms of a jungle animal instinct mass hysteria. The idle brain is the devil's playground trouble.
Oh, we got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here in River City.
With a capital T, that rhymes with P, and that stands for fool.
That stands for fool.
We've surely got trouble.
We surely got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here.
Gotta figure out a way to keep the young ones moral after school.
Our children's gonna have
Mothers of River City, heed the warning before it's too late. Watch for the tall tale signs of corruption. The moment your son leaves the house, does he rebuckle his knickerbockers below the knee? Are certain words creeping into his conversation? Words like, swell! And so's the old man. If so, my friends, you got trouble. Right here in River City.
Right here in River City.
With a capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for fool.
That stands for fool.
We've surely got trouble.
We surely got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here.
With a capital T. Got a rhyme with P, and it stands for fool. Did you drop your...
No.
Didn't I meet you in that one place where we...
No.
I'll only be in town for a short while, and I was just wondering...
Good.
Hello, dear. Come on, Amberless. I'll be there in a minute. Yes, ma'am. Mama, the man with the suitcase has been following me all over town.
Oh.
I never saw him before.
Well, did he say anything?
He tried.
Well, did you say anything?
Mama, of course not. All right, Amaryllis. Now your exercises. Shut up, baby. Keep me on the floor. Just keep the fingers curved. That's nice and high.
If you don't mind me saying so, it wouldn't have hurt you to find out what the gentleman wanted.
I know what the gentleman wanted.
What, dear?
You'll find it in Balzac.
Well, excuse me for living, but I never read it.
Neither has anyone else in this town.
There you go again with that same old comment about the low mentality of river city people and taking it all too much to heart.
Well, Mama, as long as the Madison Public Library is entrusted to me for the purpose of improving its cultural level, I cannot my concern that the things for a city keep ignoring all my counsel and advice.
But darling, when a woman got a husband and you've got none, why should she take advice from you? Even if you can't put balls and you shifted in all the mother highfalutin words.
Mama, if you don't know your things, so you have a bad habit of changing every subject.
Now I haven't changed the subject. I was talking about that string to
What string?
with a suitcase who may be your very last chance.
Do you think that is outcome measured out? Really, Mama, I have my stand and the men are concerned and I have no intention.
I know all about your standards, maybe I don't mind me saying so. There's not a man alive who could hope to measure up. Better than a Paul Ryan saying, I can know a lecture you've got copies for yourself. And her Irish imagination, I was stubborn. Library full of books.
Whoa, if that isn't the best I've ever heard.
Thank you. Can I have a drink, please?
May I have it?
May I have a drink, please?
Yes, dear.
Is that the way to walk in the house?
Hello.
That won't do at all. I'll have a hug from my boy. Well, and that lady over there is your sister, young man.
Hello, Winthrop. I'm having a party on Saturday. Will you come? I would especially like it very much if you come. Winthrop?
Well, Winthrop, Amaryllis asked you to her party. Are you going or aren't you?
No.
No, what?
No, thank you.
You know the little one's name.
He won't say Amaryllis because the S because of his lips. He's ashamed.
And you know all about his lips, Amaryllis.
I'll bet he won't say it.
No, thank you, Amaryllis.
Amaryllis. Why does he get so mad at us? Just because he lives?
It's not only because of the list, Amaryllis. That's just part of it.
What's the other part?
Nobody knows, dear. It's just that she doesn't talk very much.
Not even to you and your mother?
No, dear. We all have to be a little patient.
I'm patient, even though he doesn't ever talk to me. But I do to him, every night. I say goodnight to him on the evening star. You have to do it the very second you see it, too, or it doesn't count. Good night, my Winthrop. Good night, sweet night.
Aww. There, dear. If not Winthrop, there'll be someone else.
Never. Oh, I'll end up an old maid like you.
For now, just say goodnight, my someone. You can put in the name later when the right someone comes along.
All right, it's better than nothing.
Yes, it is. Now you can play your cross handy.
Now I may pay my cost.
Good night, my someone. Good
born 7 years ago. Members of the school board will now present a patriotic tableau. Okay then. Members of the school board will not present a patriotic tableau. Some disagreement about costumes, I suppose. Instead, the white Haney girls of the local wigwam of Hiawatha will present spectacle my wife. Oh, goodness, which my wife? You Lady McKechnie will take the leading part.
What's on ye? What's on ye? What's on ye? What's on ye? I will now count 20 in the Indian tongue. In, teen, to the, feather, dip. Ah! I'm shot! Stuart! I'm shot! Lord! I'm shot!
Who set off that cracker?
I know who did it. Tommy Gillis did it. Tommy Gillis. Yes, it was Tom.
I can deal with this trouble, friends, with a wave of my hand, this very hand. Please observe me, if you will. I'm Professor Harold Hill, and I'm here to organize the River City Boys Band. Oh, think, my friends, how could any fool table ever hope to compete with a gold trombone? Rada, rada, da, rada. My friends, with a handful of trumpet players stood to the famous fabled wall of Jericho. Oh, billiard parlor walls come tumbling down. Oh, band will do it, my friends. Oh, yes, I mean a boys' band. Do you hear me? I say River City's got to have a boys' band, and I mean she needs it today. Well, Professor Harold Hill's on hand, and River City's going to have her boys' band. Sure as the Lord made the little green apples, and that band's going to be in uniform. Johnny, Willie, Ted, Fred. And you'll see the glittering of crashing cymbals. And you'll hear the thunder of rolling drums. And the shimmer of trumpets. Ta-ta-ta! And you'll feel something akin to the electric thrill I once enjoyed when Gilmore, Liberati, Pat Conway, the great creator, W.C. Haney, and John Philip Sousa all came to town on the very same historic day. 76 trombones hit the big parade with 110 cornets right behind. They were followed by rows and rows of the finest virtuosos, the scream of every famous band. 76 trombones caught the morning sun with 110 cornets close at hand. There were rows and rows of the finest virtuosos, the scream of every famous band. There was copper-bottom Tiffany and horse platoon, thundering, thundering all along the way. Double-belled euphoriums and big bassoons, each bassoon having its big fat stake. There were 50 mountain cannons in the battery, thundering, thundering louder than before. Clarinets of every size and trumpeters would improvise a full octave higher than the score.
I want that spellbound substantial.
Grab that hoodlum!
Professor, I have to make an example of him. Ringleader, you know. What he does, the gang does.
Let me go.
You wild kid, you're tagging down Main Street after my old girl last Sunday. Don't you contradict me.
Just talking together.
You watch your phraseology. I know what you was doing, my little gracious senior. Now you stay away from my old girl here for me to lay the rails. Hell, talk to you Monday morning about this band thing, 10 o'clock sharp.
Constable?
Men, I want that man's attendance.
Constable, I'll be responsible for the boy.
You don't know this kid. He's tough and he's got his gang waiting outside.
Constable, let me show you how to break up the gang. Oh, young lady. Oh, miss. What's your name?
Anita, I don't have no idea he was beckoning me. He gad.
Do you know Tommy Gillis?
Well,
Tommy, this is Anita. Escort the young lady home by way of the Candy Kitchen.
Yes, sir. Do I have to?
You have to.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Professor, you're a pretty bright young fellow. You made a couple mistakes, though.
Oh?
The mayor had to stone the billiard parlor and that new pool table.
Oh? And what was my other mistake?
That's Anita. She's the mayor's oldest girl.
Just a minute, Professor Hill. We'd like to have your credentials. We're the school board.
Academic certificates?
Nothing of the kind.
We need letters and papers.
Make him put up a bond.
Wait, what am I hearing? Say,
Ice cream. Ice cream? But I don't sing.
all right, talk then.
Down here. Ice cream. Talk slow. Ice cream.
See, singing's only sister. Now you, all together now.
Ice cream.
Ladies, you'll never see one of these men without the other two.
Oh, Professor, you're wrong. We've been hating each other for 15 years.
Ice cream.
How can there be any sin insincere? Heart we sincerely in love. Little loan or anything?
No.
I have some wonderful caramels over at the hotel.
Mr. Hill.
Professor Hill.
Professor of what? In what college do they give a degree for annoying women like a Saturday night rowdy at a public dance hall?
Oh, I wouldn't know. I'm a conservatory man myself. Gary, Indiana, gold medal class of 05.
Even should that happen to be true, that doesn't give you the right to follow me wherever I go. Another thing, Mr. Hill, I'm not as easily mesmerized or hoodwinked as some of the other people in this town, and I think it's only fair I warn you. I have a shelf full of reference books in there which will very well give you some interesting information about you.
Oh, Professor Hill. Professor Hill, we're all a dog. Simply a dog. On the QB, everyone's so excited about
I'm
Apple Falkenmeyer. And the Mrs. Squires, and Mrs. Hicks, and of course you make me Lady McHenry, our Mary's wife. Isn't it exciting, you ladies?
Oh, I could not say. I could not say at this time. I'm sure my husband will wish to investigate, I'm sure. And naturally, I'm reticent. Oh, yes, I'm reticent.
Of course, Mrs. Hicks. But you see, part of the music plans is a committee on the dance, and... No, wait, do that again. Your foot, the way you raised it just now.
Oh, well, I have a bun in there.
Oh, great. What natural flow of rhythm. What expression of line and movement. You must accept the chairmanship for the ladies' auxiliary. Mustn't she, ladies?
Oh, yes.
Every move you make bespeaks del Sarte. Will you say yes, Mrs. Hill?
Eulalie McKechnie, that
That is, dancing. Well...
Then you accept?
Yes, indeed. And I would like to
Thank you. Now the young lady who plays the piano. Marion Crew, I believe? After all, she is the librarian.
Pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 Professor, her family is known and dismayed. Of course, I shouldn't tell you this, but she has dirty books.
Dirty books?
Chaucer, Rabelais, Balzac, and the worst thing, of course I shouldn't tell you this, but I'll tell.
No, the man's on my sheet. Let me tell.
Stop. Alto.
She made brazen overtures to when he didn't have a friend in this town. She came along. Old Meister Madison.
Old Miser Madison? Madison Gymnasium? Madison Picnic Park? Madison Hospital? That Miser Madison?
Exactly. Who'd he think he was, anyway?
Well, I should say. Show off. Gave the town library, too, didn't he?
That's just it.
When he died, he left the library building to the city.
But he left those books to her.
She was seen coming and going from his place.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That woman made brazen overtures with a gilt edge guarantee. She had a golden glint in her eye and a silver voice with counterfeit ring. Just melt her down and you'll reveal a lump of lead as cold as steel. Here, where a woman's heart should be.
Exactly what you want over at the hotel. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. We're going to leave tonight. Mrs. Brew, do you realize you have the facial characteristics of a cornet virtuoso?
Oh, I don't know if I understand you entirely, Professor.
If your boy has that same firm chin and those splendid cheekbones, by George, not that he can be really great, you understand?
Oh, is that so? And in the name of St. Bridget, why not?
Because you see, all the really great cornet players were Irish. Oh, Clark, oh, Mendes, oh, Klein.
But, Professor, we are Irish.
No, really. That clinches it, Mrs. Brew. Sign your boy was born to play the cornet. Fine. That'll be $7 earnest money. None more due payable until the first installment payable at band price. Thank you. Now I'll need the boy's measurements for his band uniform.
Uniform?
Hello, son.
Would it have,
A stripe? Certainly, my boy. A wide black stripe on both sides. What do you think of that?
You'll have to excuse Winthrop, Professor. We can't get him to say 3 words a day even to us. If you get him to play in the band, it will be a miracle. Where are you from, Professor?
Gary, Indiana. In fact, Gary Conservatoire was my alma mater.
Was she now?
Gold medal class of '05. Hello, Miss Brew.
Mr. Hill, he wants to put Winthrop in the band. What? Do you burst in on everyone's homes like that? Marion, we are not interested.
Well, why not let the boy's father decide?
The boy's father is dead. Anything else? I do hope you'll excuse Marion, Professor. She's not really as...
Please, Miss Brew. I believe in heart she's as lovely as yourself. Good day.
Good day to you, Professor. Marion Peru! does not impress me. All right, darling, all right. Only it's a well-known principle that if you keep the flint in one drawer and the steel in another, you'll never strike much of a fire. Winthrop, I know you're there. Please go to the library and ask Miss Scruggs to give you the book I've set aside. It's the Indiana State Educational Journal, 1890 to 1910. It's a large brown volume with black cover.
Do I have to?
You won't have to talk to anyone. Here, I've written it all down. Oh, now let's hurry up, too. What do you need books of this arm tonight? I have a feeling that the Indiana Journal may help me focus on large holes in the professor's slate. Oh, Mary. Meet you where? Over at the footbridge. Last time the lumberyard and now the footbridge? I want to meet after that. In the Black Hole of Calcutta? We've had a ton of trouble.
Didn't I say get that spellbinder hair pills credentials? I said it more July 4th, 1912.
Yes, George, but...
Now the whole town's turned upside down. School board is singing up street, down out instead of tending to city mayors.
I found something very interesting in this book about Professor Hill's alma mater.
Is who?
His university.
I know all about that. In fact, that's all I can get out of him. Gary, conservator, class of all fives.
Yes, but if you just read a little bit further, it's on page... Papa, the Wells Fargo wagon is just coming up from the depot.
At this hour of day, the Wells Fargo wagon.
It could be the band instrument.
The band instrument, someone that means potential.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. Oh, please let it be for me. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. I wish I knew what it can be.
I got a box of maple sugar on my birthday.
In March, I got a gray back and home.
And once I got some big fruit from Cuba. Montgomery was in the impressive and across the top.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. A free picture price is COD.
It could be curtain or vision or a or it could be
Yes, you're right, it surely could be
something special.
very, very special now.
Just for me.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down. I don't know how I can never wait to see. It could be something for someone new. It's no relation, or it could be something special just for me.
Here you are, Winthrop.
My cornet. Gee, thanks, Professor.
Men, you will all receive individual instructions in due course. In the meantime, stay off the streets, get acquainted with your instruments, and think the minuet in G. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da.
La-di-da, la-di-da.
Oh, sister, I never thought I'd see anything so scrumptious as this scrumptious solid gold thing. Oh, sister.
Well done, Professor. But I better hear some by-gad tune out of them horns in pretty short order, or I'll see you in front of the grand jury. Now, Miss Mary, about that... Hold on, I gotta get something from my librarian. About that book.
I've never seen happy. Thank you, Professor Hill.
My pleasure, Miss Brew.
Shut her up, Mr. Washburn. Wait till you see the new stats Professor Hill taught us.
All right, what'll it be?
The Shaboopy!
Now, a woman kiss on the very first day is usually a hussy. And a woman kiss the second time out is anything but fussy. But a woman who'll wait the third time around, head in the clouds, feet on the ground. She's the girl he's glad you found. She's Shaboopy, 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 Shaboopy.
I'm gonna warn you once more. Not one poop out of you, madam.
I think he means he.
You know what I see written all over you, kid? Form school. Now get out, you wild kid.
Papa, please, it's practice like you make brother in marketplace. Get out.
You watch your phraseology, young woman. Go home.
Mayor, I want you to know that I'm vouching for Tommy Gillis. He's got the confidence of every kid in this town, and he'll be waiting in line to shake his hand the first time our band plays its first concert.
By the time your band plays first concert, the individual members have to foregather in wheelchairs on account of the broken legs we get from tripping over their beards. I'll tell you something, my fine young feathered, never mind. Oliver, I want this man's references. I want it tonight. Don't let him out of your sight. He's slippery in the Mississippi Sturgeon.
Professor Hill, I think Mayor Shin has behaved abominably, and I thought it was wonderful that you taught us respectfully.
Man can't dodge the issue every time a personal risk is involved. What does the poet say? Coward dies 1,000 times, the brave man only tries.
Yes, I know all about that, but I just wish I was a little bit more informed. I've been meaning to talk to you about Winthrop's cornet.
His cornet? Mother of pearl?
Yes, I'm sure it's fine, but he tells me about some think system. If he thinks a minor in G, then he won't have to bother with the notes. Now, Professor...
Miss Marion, I'll admit, the think system is a revolutionary method. But I can't discuss these things in public if you'd allow me to call. When may I call?
Why any night this week? We know that you will soon unfold
Mama.
Please, Rob, where have you been?
Fishing.
Fishing?
With Harold. He told me all about his hometown, Gary, Indiana. And he said he'd take me there someday. And he taught me a song that hardly has any S's in it.
Well, let's hear it then.
Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana. Let me say it once again. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana. That's the town that knew me when. If you like to have a logical explanation, how I have been done is elegant interpretation. I can say without a moment of hesitation, there is just one place that I can let my face.
Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana.
Not Louisiana, Paris, Fancy, or Corona, but
Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana,
Gary, Indiana, my home sweet home. I'll be back in a minute. I have to show Amaryllis my life song. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da. La-di-da.
Leave the dishes, Mama. I'll do them.
Are you the piano teacher in town?
Well, I guess.
Then you must know about this fella Hill forming a boys band, dude.
Yes.
Well, don't let it worry you no more. I got the goods on him in spades. I'm just passing through. Remember, it only makes a 15-minute water stop.
Who are you?
My name is Charlie Cowell. Anvil says. But just now, I'm out to protect the good name of the traveling fraternity from this swindler.
Mr. Cow, you're making a big mistake.
Mistake my old lady's corset cover. That fella's been the raspberry seed in my wisdom tooth just long enough. He spoiled Illinois for me, and he's not going to spoil Iowa. Say, what kind of music teacher are you? You didn't see through him? He's no more of a professor than
I know all about that. Band leaders are always called professors. It's a harmless formality. He's a fine director, and his scholastic...
Now, wait a minute. Fine director? Have you heard one note of music from any band?
No.
No, but nothing. He's never from the band in his life, and he never will.
You'll never make the train at the depot. You'll have to catch it at the crossing.
No, I have to leave word about that fella Hill, and I can see you ain't the one to leave it with.
I've never met a man who sells anvils before. That's something, well, quite different.
Takes a real salesman to tell you that. Anvils have a limited appeal, you know. What am I doing? I missed that train, I'll get fired. But I gotta leave word about that fella Hill.
Leave word with me.
How do I know you delivered these letters?
Try me.
Hey, I see what's going on here. You're falling for him, aren't you? Who do you think you're protecting? That guy has got a girl in every county in Illinois. And that's 102 counties. Not counting the piano teachers like you cozied up to keep their mouths shut. You haven't heard the last of me, girly girl.
Marion! Marion! Marion, dear, who was you talking to? Why, Professor Hill.
Miss Peru, top of the evening, Miss Marion.
You and Maddie had come up with sex. Oh, I've got some jelly on the stove. There's no jelly on the stove, Mama. Well, I'll put some on.
Shall we sit, as your mother said?
Oh, well,
You did ask me to call, didn't you?
Professor Hill, is it true that you... Well, what I'm trying to say is, I must be very dull company for a man of your experience.
Where did you get an idea like that from?
One hears rumors of traveling salesmen.
Now, Miss Marion, you shouldn't believe everything you hear. One even hears rumors about librarians.
I suppose you're referring to Uncle Matty.
Uncle Matty?
Mr. Miser Madison, my father's best friend. No matter what they say, he left me in a sure job so Mother Winthrop and I could have some security. Surely you don't believe...
Of course not. And that's what I'm trying to say. Why do you think people start these rumors?
Narrow-mindedness. Jealousy. Jealousy mostly, I guess.
And jealousy mostly starts rumors about traveling salesmen. What have you heard?
Well, just that. But of course, it stands to reason that... I mean, take you for instance. Your attention to customers and, well, teachers might be misinterpreted. Mightn't they?
But
I mean, honestly, mightn't they?
What?
So, you say, if another salesman were to be jealous, well, they could be downright lies, couldn't they?
What could?
Rumors and things.
Why, of course.
That just proves you should never believe everything you hear. Is that right? I mean, you discuss things.
Miss Marion, I would love to discuss anything in the world with you. But couldn't we do it sitting down? You do sit. Your knees bend and all.
We could sit on the footsteps.
Or we could sit on a hollow log over the footbridge.
I couldn't think of it. I've never been to the footbridge with a man in my life.
Just to talk. Meet me there in 15 minutes.
I just can't. Some other time, maybe tomorrow.
My dear little librarian, pile up enough tomorrows and you'll find you collected a lot of empty yesterdays. I don't know about you, but I'd like to make today worth remembering. Footbridge, 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Mama! Oh, what? I just told Professor Hill I'd meet him at the footbridge in 15 minutes.
Oh, glory be and the saints be praised, it worked. I've been using the think system on you from the parlor.
Mama.
One Grecian earth. One Grecian earth. Two Grecian earths. Two Grecian earths. And a fountain.
Listen to this man. You gullible green grass goat. I'm talking about Professor Harold Hill. Highwayman, road agent, pickpocket, same thing. He's had his hands in your pocket, mister, and yours, madam, and yours, little lady, ever since the first moment he came to this town. There's more documented evidence than any of you will ever have enough time to read. There isn't any band, there never has been any band, and there never will be any band. And there won't be any Harold Hill either if you don't hunt him down right now. He'll be on the next train out of town.
Now will you believe me?
What are we waiting for?
Yeah. I want my money back. Yeah. Money back? I'll give him a broken back.
Yeah! After him when you try to bring him to the schoolhouse. Hey,
Go!
All right, get the ring.
Okay, got it.
What time is this breakup?
9:40 from the junction.
It isn't even 8:30 yet.
Look, if you want to turn the world around and get yourself caught in traffic,
All
you
right,
go ahead.
I'll be at the hotel in plenty of time. Miss Marion, you're late.
But you said in 15 minutes.
Well, I'd say about 26 years late. So you got all this time to get to the footbridge with the fellow?
Well, if you want to know the truth, it was almost longer. I didn't turn back halfway here. His father was expelled for your salesmanship.
Now, Miss Mary, surely you don't believe I've been trying to sell you anything.
No, but you did me something.
I don't recall giving.
Yes, something very beautiful.
Marion, Excuse me. I'm expecting a cable from Hector Berlioz. This could be it. What now?
Who's the salesman here? Sounds like she's selling you buying.
I had to keep her off balance, didn't I?
Well, if she's so far off balance, you couldn't tell her from a catboat in a hurricane.
Go get the ring. Now, Miss Marion, where were we?
You were about to tell me that I don't know about it.
Well, we don't have to go into that just now, do we?
No, or ever for that matter. Harold, the librarian hasn't felt like doing much research lately, but she did plenty of research when we first came here.
Oh, about what?
I did research on Dr. Harold Hill, Gary Conservatory, class of '05. Harold, there was no Gary Conservatory in '05.
Wait, there certainly was.
Because the town wasn't even built until '06. As for you as a social.
You knew all this time?
Since July 7th, 3 days after you came.
Oh, hey, you little.
Great. They're here. That way.
Have you seen him?
He's nowhere around here. Let's check out my coupe. It sounded a lot like singing or something.
Wait here, son.
I'm not your son. Leave me go.
Not till I talk to you for a little bit.
You wouldn't tell the truth anyway.
Would you?
Would not.
Would you? Tell you anything you want to know?
Can you lead a band?
No.
Are you a big liar?
Yes.
Are you a dirty, rotten crook?
Yes.
Leave me go, you big liar.
Wait, you wanted the truth, didn't you? Now I'm bigger than you and you're going to stand here, you're going to get it all. So you might as well quit with it. There's two things you're entitled to know. One, you're a great kid. I thought that from the first. That's why I wanted you in the band.
What band?
I always think there's a band, kid.
Well, what's the other thing I'm entitled to know?
Well, now that I think about it, it isn't any of your business.
I wish you never come to River City.
No, you don't, Winthrop.
Sister, you believe him?
I believe every word he ever said. The way every kid in this town looked and acted, you were all so happy. And the parents, too. Does Mama wish he'd never come to River City?
Well, you do, don't you?
No, Winthrop. Now go, Harold, please.
Go on, Professor. Hurry up.
I can't go, Winthrop.
Why not?
For the first time in my life, I've got my foot caught in the door.
Hey, here. That way.
Go on, Professor. That way. That way.
There he is. Get him. No, let me get him. You always have all the fun. I saw him first. No, it's mine. Yeah, I got it.
Virtue has triumphed. Sword of retribution has cut down Professor Harold Hill. And if there are those who are melting tar and collected feathers, I will not say the name.
Well, I should think that some of you can forget your everlasting Iowa stubbornness long to remember River City before Harold Hill arrived. Do you remember? Do you? Surely some of you ought to be grateful for what he's brought to this town. And if so, I think you'd want to admit it.
You're wasting a great deal of time here. If there's a person in this hall who doesn't believe this man should be tarred and feathered, please step forward. You let me step back. Have you people forgotten how you bought high-priced band instruments, technical instruction books, and expensive uniforms? Got that? Have you forgotten a clear understanding and warranty that your kids will be taught to play in a band? So, where's the band? Where's the band, Dad?
Think, man. Think.